what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, another patch, another video. Hit that subscribe button. We are inching closer and closer to 1,000 subs. I want to hit that as soon as possible. That would be incredible. So let's join the ride and get on this train for all backyard baseball news and updates and fun videos that I'm making. So with that, let's get right into it. Today we got an update, the 1.0.9.1 update, and actually they've actually put out another patch. So if you load up the game, you'll be on 1.0.9.2. I don't really know exactly what the 2 update is yet. They haven't put anything out publicly on it. My guess is that it's probably fixes to something that broke behind the scenes in this update, but again, that's speculation. I don't know that for sure. They might have added some more stuff, but let's go over the big things from this patch update. The biggest one that you will notice right away is if you go into your settings and go into your audio settings, the very last option is to change audio back to classic music. So classic walk-up music from the 97 game will be playable in game if you toggle that on, instead of the new remixed versions. I personally like the remixed versions, but the 97 classics are just as fire. So make sure you play around with that. Here's an example of that right now for Pablo.
Pablo Sanchez is stepping up to the plate. Watch out! Pablo's ready to swing.
And then also they added some new post-game celebrations. So here they call it out with the audio, but I'll throw that on screen here too. You can see there's this fun like post-game celebration right now with an MVP. So that's interesting. That's interesting to see what that might mean for the future of the game. Like if there's multiplayer and you're playing other teams and players, that's kind of cool. So we'll see what happens there. Then a ton of bug fixes, nothing super important. You can, of course, you can go on this link. I'll put the link in the description below to read through everything here. Nothing super important to cover. I'm sure some of you are running into these issues. I personally am not. So I'm going to just kind of glance over them. A couple more audio and voice fixes for the announcers. Hopefully they fix that sunny day, stepping up, they're on the mound today, voice line for every single batter. That was kind of driving me crazy, but we'll see if they fix that there. The biggest one that I saw in here is they fixed the Kimmy Ekman's ball to the moon shot. That was a kind of a funny bug that was in the game. Hopefully they bring that back to some degree. That'd be a fun like Easter egg in a future update to, you know, if you have the aluminum power bat with Kimmy, maybe you can launch it to the moon for real. That was it was a funny bug. Of course it was annoying for some people, but that apparently has been fixed, so that's great. Again, more and more bug fixes here. Then we get into game specific modes and field updates. Again, I didn't run into a lot of these. I didn't play a lot of Backyard Bash, so they got a lot of bugs fixed in there. Local multiplayer, they have a couple more things here. That's all awesome. Just again, more and more patches going into the game. I believe this is their 4th and 5th patches if you include the one last night, late last night, early this morning. A couple more fixes in the tutorials and save section. I know a couple players were running into a bug where their save file was corrupted or not accessible. I do not believe, reading through this, that is addressed in this patch. So we will see about that. I might be wrong. But just reading through this, it doesn't seem like that's the case. And then just a couple last little tweaks here, fixing a birthday and then fixing card update numbers. So again, not the most glamorous update, but a lot of bug fixes. You can see there's a lot on this list here. They are squashing them as they come. People are sending in bug reports on their website, which is great. Keep on doing that if you are. But like I said, there's a lot of progress here. This game, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There are a lot of bugs left out there. I'm running into some, even just play testing and doing things to test out certain things in the game. I'm running into weird things and wonky instances. So a long way to go yet, but they're making progress. And again, I will keep reiterating the fact that they're putting out a bunch of patches immediately after launch. That's a good sign. We hope that they keep on keeping on, but with more DLC coming, with more updates coming our way, I can only imagine they are setting themselves up to keep on fixing these things and make it the best game ever. That's the only thing that they have said. That's the only indication that we have. I tend to believe them. I think that they mean it when they say that they want this game to be the best for the fans. So fingers crossed that's the case. They're working on it. As more updates come out, I will keep making videos on them to help guide you through everything that's new. But until then, that was the short and sweet video of the update. I don't want to waste your time watching me read through everything, so if you want to really go through and read all the little details, you can either go back and pause this video during sections that you want to read, or you can go to the link in the description and read it yourself. So that's the update. We'll see you on the field and see you in the next video.